Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to learn how to sort by any column in your database. It could be a date, it could be a time, it could be an amount, it could be a description, it could be anything, any column that can be sorted on your database. Uh, this is what we are going to teach you now. For example, on this invoice over here, I have item numbers. So I can click on item and it gives me a list of items. And unless I know exactly what each item is, I'm going to be kind of lost over here because all I have is a number. I can't recall what the particular item is. So, and if by the same token, the same thing over here, if I select an item from here, from the list, I don't see the item number. So to resolve that, what I did was I created this form where you will click over here. It gives me a list of all my items that are inventory items. Uh, and in this list, right now, it's easy because you only have a few items. But let's say you have, you know, 200 items and you don't know what is what, and so you want to look here, and you don't want to go fishing, looking, on an unsorted list or unsorted item number. So in this case, if I want to sort, let's say by item number, if I'm looking for a particular item number, I just click on item number. That's it. I can just click where I want the item number and click on it. Okay, let's say if I want this item, as you can see, it puts the description and everything there. If I want to change it to a different item, see, it puts it right on that. But that is not the purpose of this. It's only to show you how to sort. I want to sort by item name, so I click here. Now it's sorted by names over here. All right, so the way we sort this out is let's close this over here and let's open our VBA. All right, like I said, this was created on a form over here, but the form will call a module that I believe is module 3, and this is a module that I created to just put all my code in there, and I can call that from the module. So sort by ID. Okay, so here we go. This is a sort by ID. That will be by the name, and sort by item. This is a two different subs. So you can call you have to create a sub. You can call your sub whatever your column you're referring to. Just put that column, description as your sub name. Okay. After that, you have to set the page that you're going to be working with. You have to set a variable for your sheet. And in this case, I already created a global variable, although at the top of this page, which means I can use them anywhere on the page. Okay, so you see here that I have this dim last row. That's declaring the last row that you're going to be needing to find out which one is your last row in the database. And IV in this case, which is my worksheet. This is a worksheet, so you declare IV as a worksheet, and then you have to assign the worksheet to that IV. In this case, let's go down to ID again. Here we go. So we set IV. We're going to set the IV as the worksheet. In this case, is inventory. This workbook sheets inventory. So that is IV now. Anytime you type IV, it's going to be referring to inventory. The other one is last row. In this case, you're going to use this workbook sheets inventory, which is your inventory cells, rows count 11. 11 is because when you're working with cells, you're counting from the left to the right, and I think I will be about number 11, column 11, to be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, da da da. So it'll be because you're referring to cells 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the reason in this case I'm using 11K because that column has a description, and I know for sure that there are going to be no blanks there. So I use that column as the column I am going to count how many rows there are on the database. So you have to set this variable here, last row equals that. So last row will be the number for you, whatever last row is. If your last row is 200, last row will be 200. If 2000, then your last row will be 2000. And after that, all you need, you can ignore this over here. Let me just make this closer. Okay, that's a little far. That's better. So now all you have to do is over here again, you make reference to your sheet, which is inventory, and that's what you set it over here, IV. In this case, we're going to use range, which is you use the letter, the A, B, C, column letter, and this will be column I, which is the same as 11. Actually, no, I think, yeah, 11. So column I, 3 means I'm going to start from row 3 because anything above that is not being sorted because it's the column name and stuff. And this is the range from 3 to I because I don't have a specific number, so I have to use last row. So it'll be I plus last row. And you're going to sort this range over here, I3. You're going to sort this column, I3. And the order is going to be ascending. And headers, you can put yes there. And that's pretty much it. If you type this whole thing just the way you see it over here, and for any column that you select, just put the column that you want to work with and the sheet that you're working with. This will sort a range. You can also change this. Let's say you want to only sort from starting on row 20. So it'll be from 20 to last row will be sorted. All right. So this just to give you an idea of the power for this, and I'll show you something else that I had to do on one of my banking sorting things, so it wouldn't ruin my calculations. Things that sometimes you have to do to overcome certain things. For example, so we got this. So let's go back to full page. If I go to my banking page, over here I have, lots. And this on this one, actually, the sorting is automatic because I put it on sheet, change, data sheet change. Anytime there's a change, it'll insert that particular, let's say the date. Like if I put a previous date, a day from 2021, it'll put it where it belongs. If you put that range, that's sort statement on a change sheet change, uh, sub. And what I did over here, because a the deposit, the original deposit, you're working from this number all the way down, to your database. This cannot change because this is your original deposit. So all calculation from here down will be from let's say the way this works is that it'll be like this column minus this plus this, whatever calculation, it gives you this. So it starts by calculating from the top row and then comes down to the next row. That's why I have to make sure that that didn't change. So what I did is I made this one like a year way behind. So any changes I make is never going to be before this date. Because if I change the date to any day closer, then it might change this number. Then all the calculations are going to be off. So I made this that no matter, when I sort, it's always going to start from here. Rather, this is going to stay there, and everything else is going to calculate from there. Just to give an idea how the sort work, and pretty much that is it. So thank you for visiting my channel. I hope this helps you with uh, you know with your project, and I'll be creating other videos. I will be specific just to certain routines. I'm not going to be working on big projects like some of these pages will spend 2 hours for you to find what you want. You have to watch a whole the development of a whole project. I'm just going to be specific to certain routines, and they will be short videos. So please come back to visit. Make sure to please subscribe so you get notified whenever I upload any of these instruction videos. And thank you so much. I appreciate you visiting the page, and please subscribe. Have a great